travelers. This is the Baseball Time Machine. In many ways, baseball is a family affair. Most of us fell in love with the game thanks to a parent, grandparent, or otherwise. There have been numerous families who have found great success playing our national pastime. Taking a look into the future, we may have discovered the next baseball bloodline. With 7-time All-Star Matt Holliday as the patriarch of the family, can sons Jackson and Ethan follow in Dad's footsteps? Let's step into the portal and find out. Matt may be the most successful and well-known ball player in the family, but the Hollidays actually first entered the world of baseball through his father, Tom. College was Tom's domain, as he spent 40 consecutive years as either a head or assistant coach in Division I college baseball. During that time, he made 17 College World Series appearances, winning 2 national championships along the way. Following in Tom's footsteps is Matt's older brother, Josh. After playing some ball on the Blue Jays organization, Josh took up coaching, eventually becoming head coach at his alma mater, Oklahoma State University. In 2016, he led the Cowboys to their first College World Series appearance in 17 years, and still serves in that role today. Matt Holliday was drafted in the 7th round of the 1998 amateur draft by the Colorado Rockies. Teams hesitated to draft the young third baseman, as he had already committed to Oklahoma State to play football. But Colorado offered him $840,000, the most money paid to any player in that round. Matt eventually made the switch from the hot corner to the outfield, and debuted at the big league level in 2004. It was a solid first year, but just a taste of what he was really capable of. He showed improvement in 2005, but really broke out in 2006. Prior to the season, he was selected to represent his country on Team USA's World Baseball Classic team. To be able to share an outfield with the likes of Ken Griffey Jr. and Vernon Wells is always an honor, especially for the young 26-year-old. During the season, there were few better hitters than Matt Holliday. He hit .326 with 34 homers and 114 RBI, proving that he could hit for both contact and power. He was selected to the NL All-Star team for the first time, and won his first Silver Slugger award. 2007 was an exciting year for both Holliday and the Rockies. Matt had arguably the best season of his career, leading the National League in several key categories. With a great performance came another All-Star selection, participation in that year's Home Run Derby, and a second consecutive Silver Slugger award. As for the Rockies, it had been over a decade since their last postseason appearance, but 2007 brought about their best team in years. The season came down to the wire, with Colorado and San Diego both finishing 89 and 73. This forced a Game 163 to decide who would be the NL's wildcard winner. Like the season, Game 163 would come down to the final moment. In the 13th inning, Scott Hairston gave the Padres an 8-6 lead with a 2-run blast. Down 2 runs, 3 outs away from elimination, and facing one of the greatest closers of all time in Trevor Hoffman, the Rockies would need a miracle. Luckily, Rocktober was in full effect. The hottest team in baseball, Colorado would keep it going, rallying against Hoffman with their backs against the wall. After Troy Tulowitzki doubled to driving Kazu Matsui, Matt Holliday stepped up to the plate with the tying run on second base and no outs. He sent a deep drive to right field, one just out of right fielder Brian Giles' reach, scoring Tulo as Holliday reached third with a game-tying triple. 2 batters later, Jamie Carroll sent a line drive to right field. Holliday hustled home, testing Giles' arm. Despite plenty of controversy surrounding whether or not he touched home plate, the Rockies won the game and were sent to the playoffs for only the second time ever. From there, Colorado swept their way through the DS and CS, with Matt playing a key part in their offensive attack. He hit .333 with 2 bombs against Arizona in the championship series and was named NLCS MVP. The Rockies had won 21 of their last 22, but unfortunately, this would be the peak of Rocktober. The Boston Red Sox swept Colorado in the World Series, ending their season on a 4-game losing streak. In the offseason, Holliday finished second to Philadelphia's Jimmy Rollins in NL MVP voting. It was a close race, the tightest in the National League since 1991. Nonetheless, there's no denying how strong of a season Matt Holliday had in 2007. He became only the 15th player since 1950 with 200 hits and 50 doubles in a season. Matt remained in all-star form, but being unable to agree to an extension with the notoriously stingy Rockies, he was traded to the Oakland Athletics. This trade is best known for bringing outfielder Carlos Gonzalez and relief pitcher Houston Street to the Mile High City. Holliday only spent 93 games in Oakland and was traded to St. Louis prior to the 2009 trade deadline. He'd spend the next 8 seasons there, the majority of his career. Matt Holliday made an instant impact upon arriving in the Lou, providing an offensive upgrade over previous Cardinal left fielders. Down the stretch, his big bat came in handy, helping the Cardinals make the playoffs for the first time since they won it all in 2006. That offseason, Holliday was rewarded with a 7-year, $120 million deal from St. Louis, the richest contract they'd handed out to that point in their vast franchise history. He celebrated by switching his number from 15 to 7 in honor of fellow Oklahoman, the Commerce Comet, Mickey Mantle. 2010 was another great year that came with an All-Star selection, Home Run Derby appearance, and Silver Slugger Award. In 2011, Holliday became the 300th player in MLB history to hit 200 home runs. He battled tendinitis towards the end of the season, but was in better health by the time the Cardinals appeared against Milwaukee in the NLCS. He caught fire at the perfect time, batting .435 with 5 RBI in the series to help propel St. Louis to the Fall Classic. Holliday cooled down on the grandest stage, batting only .158 against the Rangers, but still held his own at the plate, walking 7 times and scoring 5 runs. He suffered an injury on a pickoff in Game 6 and would miss Game 7 altogether, but the Cards had enough to defeat their Texan counterparts and win their 11th World Series title. For Holliday, this was his first World Series victory, something every ballplayer dreams of. Matt and the Cards would get a chance at another ring in 2013, taking on the Boston Red Sox. Despite a pair of homers from Holliday, St. Louis couldn't keep Boston strong at bay, falling to the Sox in 6 games. It would be his 3rd and final trip to the World Series. Matt continued to play at a steady pace, and by 2014 was in position to reach a few milestones. On June 17th, he singled to drive in the 1,000th run of his career. Just over a month later, he recorded his 400th career double and 1,000th run scored in the same game. He finished the season with some sound offensive numbers, and in turn became only the 5th player in MLB history to record 9 consecutive seasons with 20 homers, 30 doubles, 75 RBI, and 80 runs scored. Looking at the other names to do it, that's good company to be in. Holliday started 2015 with a record-breaking streak. He reached base in each of the first 47 games to open the season, shattering Albert Pujols' previous National League record. It was the longest streak to open the season in all of baseball since Derek Jeter reached in the first 53 games of 1999. Once again, some good company was surrounding Holliday. After a down year in 2016, Matt hit free agency for only the 2nd time in his career, where he was picked up by the Yankees on a 1-year deal. 2017 was another year of milestones, with Holliday recording his 2,000th hit and 300th home run. One game in particular really showed off how elite his approach at the plate was. On April 9th, Matt Holliday recorded 5 walks, tying a franchise record for most drawn in a single game. In a history that spans over a century, Holliday did something that only 10 other Yankees have done. Despite the milestones and history-making performances, injuries limited Holliday again, as he only played 105 games in 2017. He went unsigned in the offseason, but would return to where it all started in late July of 2018, as the Rockies inked him to a minor league deal. At 38 years old and with a growing injury history, there was no guarantee that Matt could still produce, but that's exactly what he did. He remained an above-average hitter, batting .283 with a pair of homers in 25 games down the stretch for Colorado. His presence helped the Rocks make their 2nd straight postseason appearance, claiming the 2nd NL wildcard spot. Holliday went 1 for 3 with a double in their victory over Chicago in the wildcard game, helping them advance the NLDS. Unfortunately, a sweep at the hands of Milwaukee followed, ending Colorado's season and Holliday's career. He called it quits that offseason, retiring with over 2,000 hits, 300 home runs, a batting average just a touch under 300, 7 trips to the All-Star game, 4 Silver Slugger Awards, and a World Series victory in 2011. In 2019, he joined his brother Josh's coaching staff at Oklahoma State as a volunteer assistant, helping players with outfield and hitting work. In 2022, he was inducted into the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame. There's no denying that he played some of his best baseball with the Cards, peaking with that 2011 championship. Matt Holliday had a tremendous career, but it's likely that he won't end up being the family's best ball player. From past to present, Matt's son Jackson is widely regarded as one of baseball's next stars. Playing at Stillwater High School, the same spot as his father, uncle, and younger brother, Jackson was one of the top high school players in the country, but wasn't necessarily the consensus best player in the 2022 draft. Many believed it to be another son of a former MLB outfielder, Drew Jones. What did Jackson do from there? He went on an absolute tear, batting .685 with 17 homers in 41 games. In those 41 games, he recorded 89 hits, shattering the previous national record held by now Phillies catcher JT Realmuto. Suddenly, all eyes were on Jackson as the 2022 MLB draft approached. Orioles general manager Mike Elias thought very highly of him and selected Jackson first overall. Confidence is always run in the Holliday family. Jackson made that clear by stating when he signed that his plan was to reach the majors in 2 years or less. In the present day, it's been almost a year and a half, and it looks like Jackson will achieve that goal. He flew through the minor leagues in 2023, succeeding on every level. He began the year in Low A and ended it with AAA Norfolk. You don't see that every day. Jackson was selected to the 2023 Futures game in Seattle, where he was one of the youngest players to make an appearance. By late June, less than a year after he got drafted, MLB.com named him baseball's #1 prospect. Fangraphs already has him slotted as the O's starting shortstop come 2024 opening day. Following a below-average offensive season from Jorge Mateo, it makes all the sense in the world to try out the 20-year-old phenom. There's no shortage of excitement with Jackson Holliday, but the family's baseball talents don't end here. Coming in at 6'4", 205 pounds, there's a chance that Jackson's younger brother Ethan might wind up being the best of the bunch. Only 16 years old, Ethan has already created a name for himself beyond his big league pedigree. Ranked the number 1 2025 high school prospect, Ethan was an Oklahoma All-State selection in 2023, batting .451 with 15 home runs, and one of the highest walk totals in the country. It would appear that he has his father's plate discipline. As he enters his junior year of high school at Stillwater, it will be intriguing to see how he continues to grow. There's no denying that the Holliday family is talented. Although Jackson and Ethan still have plenty to prove, the potential that the two of them exude is captivating. In 25 years, we might discuss the Holliday family as baseball's strongest lineage. This has been the Baseball Time Machine. Thanks for traveling with us. We here at Baseball Time Machine appreciate you spending time with us. To celebrate our recent journey, crack these codes for a chance to win a mystery artifact. Safe travels!